The latest episode of The Walking Dead brought about some interesting new paths for our heroes, trying to maintain the resolve under the shadow of the events of the mid-season premiere, having moments that felt a little like the Dukes of Hazzard. We're going to touch on some spoilers here, so be forewarned. Now let's check it out. It happened! Jesus has come. Well, not the one you're thinking. And in a way that differs pretty greatly from the comics. In the comics, Jesus, aka Paul Monroe, though his name also seems to be different in the AMC take, meets up with Michonne and Abraham, resulting in a brawl that leads to Jesus holding Michonne's sword to Abraham's throat while Michonne fetches Rick. In the episode, Rick and Daryl chance across Jesus, who steals their truck of wonders, is a constant annoyance, and manages to save Daryl's life while sending the truck to Davy Jones' locker. In the end, Jesus is tied up in both versions and brought back to Alexandria. The comics just don't make him out to be a peeping Tom, but we'll come to that. Carl's recuperation in this episode is unexpectedly instantaneous, while the comic takes a different approach. You see, on paper, Carl takes several issues to awake from a coma, and when he does, suffers some intense memory loss, forgetting his own sister, the death of his mother, and any of the events leading to Alexandria. It's something that Rick suffers through explaining to him. Instead, the audience gets to suffer through more awkward moments with Enid. Also, as an Easter egg, in this scene, you can see Carl reading Kirkman's superhero comic, Invincible. Wow, comic and show fans have been asking for that for a while. I feel like I need a cold shower. However, things panned out differently in the comics. Between the comic covers, this arc took place with a character no longer living in the AMC series, Andrea. The Andrea in Ink developed much differently and has been a long-running companion of Rick, while Michonne's comic persona has had many failing relationships, including Morgan. It seems that AMC looked to the comics for inspiration for these scenes, but in the absence of Andrea, decided to push its two biggest characters to seek some peace in each other's company. From panel to screen, that's your comic comparison for this episode of The Walking Dead. Let us know what you think about these moments and anything else that you love from this section of the comics or TV series in the comments, and make sure to check out our conversations on what really stood out to us. Thanks for watching, and for all things Walking Dead, keep it right here on IGN.